this is the biggest update I think I have ever seen to Overwatch 2, so it warrants coming back and checking this out. Now, this is the internal testing environment. Blizzard have let me back in. Now, I'm going to go in. It says, use caution before proceeding. All right, then, welcome to the test server environment thing. Now, there's a ton of updates here. I'm going to read them off very quickly, but I mean, there's loads of stuff that's coming out to this update. We are going to take a look at the the Roadhog, I guess, unrework. We're going to take a look at some of the new perks and things like that in a moment, and the new progression system, because that's all that's available in this build of the game. But this is what's coming to the game, and honestly, this is bonkers. Like, when I read this off, you'll just be like, what? There's so much stuff. So, hero skill rating, which is hero-based SR for individual heroes, is coming to the game. That's going to be really interesting. You've got progression 2.0, which I'll show you in a second. Well, I'll just open it up here. You've got this, which is like the progression system, but I'll explain this in a second. You've got advanced info panel, which gives you advanced stats for your hero abilities, which we've wanted for years and years and years. I mean, when I was cranking out patch note videos, this would have been killer, but I mean, that was like 5 years ago, so yeah. But it's good that it's in the game right now. There's new perks literally for every hero. I think there's like 60 new perks being added to the game. Mouse and keyboard is going to be available for console. Now, what's interesting about this is if you play with mouse and keyboard on console, you will be forced to play on the PC pool, so against other mouse and keyboard players. This is for balance reasons, because of course we're not going to go into a massive debate. I'm going to die here. A massive debate about Zims and all that stuff, because of course it is an advantage to use mouse and keyboard on console, especially if you've got aim assist when you use it. But you won't, because if you do use the keyboard and mouse on console, you'll be put into the PC pool. So it'll effectively be like you're just playing on a mini PC, if that makes any sense. So I think this is okay. They've reverted Roadhog as well, as you'll see. They've removed Pigpen and given him back his old alternate fire, and put his take a breather back as an ability. Anyway, they've Stadium quick plays added. Winston, Brig, and Pharrah are being added into Stadium. Hero draft in Stadium comp is being added, which it doesn't allow for mirror matchups. Now, the problem with this is I quite enjoy a bit of a mirror matchup. It's nice to see like a Reinhardt versus Ryan, for example. You can compare builds as you're playing the game live and stuff like that. Also, it's just kind of fun to outplay them if they're playing the same hero. Obviously, sometimes you get outplayed, and if it's me, you get outplayed all the time. But it's like, yeah, the devs have said they can go back on this change pretty quickly. Depends on what the reaction is. Of course, none of this is live at the moment, but when it's live, I'm sure there'll be a lot of feedback. You've got, oh, what else have we got? There's loads of stuff. Payload race, new game mode. Oh, yeah, and a new hero. Wu Yang is added to the game, of course. Okay, let's talk about this progression 2.0 system, because this looks really goddamn cool. Now, my mistake here, I think I've given Blizzard an account which doesn't have, whenever they took this account snapshot, because it's from a while ago, doesn't have much playtime on these heroes, so it's not actually giving, like, because this is, what I'm trying to say is, it's retroactively applied. So if you were a crazy Bastion main and you were actually like level 60 on Bastion, as soon as this system becomes available in the game, you will instantly be level 16, you will have all of the fancy portraits and everything added to your profile straight away, right? So this is a really cool thing. You're going to get rewarded for all the effort you've already put in. I can't really show you that, like I said, on here, but the gist of this, it's quite simple. It's just a way of showing how much time you've put into a certain hero. And I actually think that's really cool, because it says, like, you know, imagine if my Anna was like a level 100. You know what I'm doing with Anna, right? Or you should know, and I should know what I'm doing with Anna. But you'd have more faith in someone who's a level 100 Anna than a level 20 Anna, for example, right? If they were on your team. And I think that's really cool. But if we check this out here, this is just the quick explanation of it. So you've got hero level. Basically, this just means play any mode, just play Overwatch, your hero level increases, right? Do things, get XP, level goes up. Yeah, which is great. Progression level. So progression level represents how much you play overall. Every time you level up a hero, your progression level also goes up, which is cool. And prestige. Now, I'm blocking this. It's underneath me. But this is just your hero and account level badges are automatically prestiged after reaching certain levels, which again is pretty cool. And then rewards. You can see the visual representation here. And yeah, it's just portrait rewards. You do get name cards and player titles as well, which I think is pretty cool. And it does say, as you level up, kickstart your cosmetic collection for your favorite heroes by earning highlight intros, emotes, victory pose, player icons, credits, and more. I do believe you will earn things like legendary loot boxes and stuff like that as well. So this is just a nice bit of progression. It's rewards for playing the game. Dare I say, it feels like OG Overwatch in that way, where you were getting rewarded for just playing the game, although in a fancier kind of format. So this is cool. I actually really like this. I think this is pretty good. What we're going to do is, I think we're going to go over to, we'll jump into the training range, because we need to look at some things. Apparently my last match was, I believe that's 55 years ago. What is this? Right, this is sick. Yeah, this is something that I wish was in the game years ago, right? Look at this. It's the advanced hero panel. So, oh, I've got to hold down F1. So you're looking at this. This is normal. This is fine. But if you hover over anything, it gives you granular statistical details. Now, I remember some of the more enterprising YouTubers and workshoppers of the time would actually break down and reverse engineer the stats for like new heroes and updates and stuff like that. You don't need to do this anymore because look at this. It straight up tells you what the abilities do. I mean, this is same for Juno's Orbital Ray. Look at that. Area of effect, AMP and ignores barrier. Healing over time, 85 per second. 30 plus damage, amp. AMP's amp, isn't it? I wonder, I was going to say, what the hell is AMP? It just means damage boost, right? Duration 8 seconds and radius 8 meters. I mean, this is just like, what about a primary weapon? Oh, well, look at this. 72 base, 21 points. It even gives you the max fall off. This is actually sick. Like, I can't believe how good this is. Well, I'm kind of blocking that. But obviously, this is for every hero, right? So, I don't know. Let's take a look at Reinhardt. And then we go, I don't know, what does barrier field do? Well, I'm blocking it a bit, but it says barrier, channeled, and deployable. Barrier health. So, I think this is actually really cool, right? Because what this is doing is showing you the... in the sort of yellowy color, yellowy orange color, it's showing you the like modifiers or the, I guess the, what would you call that? The ability. What would you call that? It's like an MMO. I can't remember. But anyway, basically, look, it's an ability critical, knockdown, shockwave. But what does ability critical mean? That it can crit? I don't know. That's odd. I don't know what that means. I'm too stupid to work that out. Maybe someone can work that out. But who cares? It gives you the state of the ability, and then it gives you all the breakdown. This is... Honestly, I'm like... This is really good. This is really, really good. Oh, look, it just gives you everything. This is actually incredible. Yeah, I mean, translocator is absent cleanse, ignore barrier, invulnerable, strong projectile, phase, strong movement. Okay, maybe some of these tags, I don't know. Absent. I've been absent from Overwatch. All right, well, what's the other stuff we want to say? Symmetra. All right, so what am I in here? I think I'm... Oh, yeah, right. I'm just in the normal practice range. I'm not in... what's it called? Stadium. Obviously, I'm not because the heroes would be limited, wouldn't they? But I'm going to go for... I want Sim. I don't know why I was looking for Sim in support. It's not been that long since I've played Overwatch. So Sim...
Imperfection. We build a new world.
I think Sim was like my second golden weapon, actually. Gimme!
Major perk unlocked.
Okay, let's take a look at this. So, sentry capacity. Sentry turret gains additional charge. Increase the range of photon projectors' primary fire by 20. Let's just get an extra turret for a laugh, although probably primary fire is better. Okay. This. Look at that hovering barrier. Teleporter gains the option to create a forward-moving barrier instead. Pressing E again slows down the barrier's movement. We're going to go for that. Okay. What the hell? Yeah, look at this. So, instead of deploying this, I can throw a barrier. It's like, what year is this? Oh, actually, I kind of like the way they bring back old abilities. Especially, like, I remember Orisa was one of the original ones, right? Where they brought back a OG shield. This is like, this is pretty funny. So you can't totally stop it. You can slow it down. Yeah, it looks like it slows down when you hit the ability button again, and then it just stays at that slowed speed. So if I go like that and I just throw it, yeah, see, it moves pretty quick, and if I hit E, see, it slows it down. That's pretty cool. Honestly, that's pretty cool. All right. I wish they'd let you change heroes anywhere, though, in the training range. I can't change heroes there, can I? At least I don't think I can. No, I need to go in here, don't I? Tell you what, too many games I'm playing these days. Okay. So the other thing we've got to look at is Roadhog, because Roadhog...
Apocalypse ain't over.
So Pigpen is removed. Look at his primary... I mean, we don't even need to read that. Look at his primary fire. Look at his alternate fire. Have you seen this before? Have you seen this before? I may have seen this alternate fire before. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be using it at close range there, do I? So basically, Roadhog's getting a filthy revert, it looks like. It's so good. I don't know why it took them this long to do it, though. I should be meleeing as well. I should be pulling them in and meleeing them, shouldn't they? What's the combo? I can't remember what the combo is. Like, come here, Tracer. Okay, well, I missed the first shot. Whatever. Let's go and get our... Oh, I've got my perks already. Chain hook reloads 2 ammo. Shrapnel launcher, this is the one. So extend the range of scrap gun's secondary fire by 50% and tighten its burst spread by 25%. What? Oh. Makes it like a more... Whoa, that's going to be... That's like a long... This is like some crazy long range. What the hell? But what? You can get good with that. That's going to be devastating. Like, I actually think that's quite nice, you know, giving him that additional range. Okay, so what else we got here? Invigorate. Oh, pulled pork. Oh, well, take a breather. Rapidly increases Roadhog's movement speed. And pulled pork gain over health based on how far you pull enemies with chain hook. Okay. Okay, I missed. It's probably easy to pull these guys down than it is to try and mess around pulling Tracer. Go on then. Roadhog is going to be good. This is going to make Roadhog quite good, isn't it? Okay, we're going to come out of this now. Roadhog, what the hell? And we're going to take a look at the Stadium new heroes. Because I think Brig has got a really cool name for one of her abilities. So welcome to Stadium. Yeah, so Brig, Winston, and who else was the new hero? Pharrah are added to Stadium. Pharrah's got some crazy builds where she can like constantly fly around and just keep like using rocket barrage. It looks insane. But no, we don't want to build editor. Go away. No. I don't want saved builds. I just want the normal ones. Right. So Brig. Check out this power. Aura farming. So good. Obviously makes sense, right, with Brig as well. But yeah, cool. I do love it when Blizzard does stuff like this. It kind of reminds me of like the old glory days of Blizz when they used to do a lot of this kind of thing. I think they still kind of do it now anyway. But yeah, so look, there's all this stuff here with Brig. I'm not going to go over this. It's just way too much coming into the... Like, I'm just getting overloaded here. But Brig is a new hero who is playable. I think Brig can throw her... One of her abilities lets her throw... Yeah. After using Shield Bash, your next Rocket Flail swings a project. Let's just give me that. I want to use this. So... Hang on, Rocket Flail's just prime fire, isn't it? Yeah. I was like thinking it's going to be the shift, but it's... That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Gives you like a ranged option. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so Brig... I mean, yeah, she's now in the game. We've got Winston as well. Winston gets like a personal bubble. I know I'm blocking some of these things, but I just wanted to show you guys that they're now added into Stadium. I think as well, one of the things with these heroes is like when we look at the fact that they're not allowing mirror matchups in the draft mode in Stadium, it's almost like maybe they should have waited a little bit, because if they had more heroes, it might have been a bit more palatable, because the roster's so like limited in Stadium. It makes it more devastating, I suppose, if you're like, if you do get rid of Winston, like where is the well, I guess you can say the dive tanks diva, but if you get rid of Winston, that sort of, you know, messes up your, or if you get rid of like, I don't know, Reinhardt, maybe you can't play a certain way. I don't know. I think obviously the big one is Mercy. And I do know, like, again, one of the issues here, guys, I'm going to be totally honest, I've not been playing enough Overwatch recently to even understand what the meta is right now in, in Stadium. But I know that Mercy had an ability that's been removed, and the ability was like completely game breaking, and everybody was like, you had Mercy on your team. So obviously only one team's going to be able to have Mercy with the new draft system. But remember, that's only in comp mode Stadium. It's not in quick play Stadium. You can still play whatever hero you like. But yeah, I mean, these are all good changes, right? I think Tracer as well is coming mid-season to Stadium. Pharrah, I do want to look at Pharrah, because I think Pharrah's got, yeah, gain 40% movement speed during Barrage. Barrage has got an increased duration. So that, and then Concussive Blast. I know you're not backing enemy with Concussive Blast. Gain movement speed during Barrage. Yeah, so you can move faster with Barrage. You get more Barrage. Rocket launcher, no. Dealing weapon damage grants 5. That's probably pretty good as well. Jet dash, your primary fire. Cooldown, jet dash. Whatever, we'll just take that. I just want to test this. I just want to fly. I just want to use it. So let's get some ultimate charge. Let's just pick up the item A. That gives us ult charge.
Justice reigns from the heavens. Double worth watching the skies.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's probably better ways I can do it as well, but pretty cool. Also, Pharrah feels actually quite good in this third-person mode. All right, guys. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to be totally honest. Like, I've not played a bunch of Overwatch for a long time. And when I seen all the updates coming out and I seen all of the content, I thought, you know what? You can't... I don't think anyone can sit back and say Overwatch is not arguably in the best place it's been. I mean, I made a video a few months ago. That would have been the last time I played the game, to be honest. And I was like, I think Overwatch is really worth playing. You should definitely give it a go. And I think this is just building on that, to be honest. I don't think there's anything here which I'm seeing as like a major negative. Yeah, maybe the thing about the heroes in draft mode in Stadium, but I don't think any of that really matters. All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching the video. If there's anything you want to see, do let me know. I'm sure there's like 1,000 other YouTubers and everything else has already been spammed on TikTok and shown wherever. But if you do desperately want to see something, I don't know, let me know. You can follow me on everything, which is at Stylosa. And yeah, I'll actually kind of looking forward to this. I want to see. There's a new hero as well, but it's pointless me showing you the new hero, right? Because you all played him at the hero weekend. Anyway, all right, catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.